Alright, we're back. Some light. Light! There's light. Alright. Now the motor's still on the bike. I thought you're pulling that thing. I thought you were pulling the motor out of the bike. Yeah. Not yet. Okay, lifter blocks are out. When you said pull them out, have them loose. Gaskets are out. Appears to have a cam in there of some type. Got the, oh, it looks like a Dana ignition. Who the hell is that? That's a Dana S. Why's he got that thing in there for? That's a stupid ignition. Why do you got this crappy old ignition on here?
Because I know how to work on it.
Yeah, you got that mechanical advance, it always screws up everything.
No, that sure is, and it's real predictable. It's
either works or don't.
Not.
Yeah, usually it doesn't, that's the problem.
No, I've never had one of those that put me on the side of the road.
That stupid advance making them worn out every time you touch them.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can replace it. They're only about 40 bucks.
You got to put the dual one in there, not the single.
You got one?
Go faster. I put electronic ignition here with that stupid mechanical advance. That's a piece of junk. Them things are always junk. Okay, it's clean in here. That's good. It's got some kind of a cam. I don't know what it is, but something.
So these where did these guys go? So I had these. Oh, wait till that's over.
Why?
So we drilled these holes all the way through. One of them smaller than the other one. You know what I'm talking about? So it gets good ramp because a lot of people just block this hole when they put solids in here, and that the oiling system comes out of here, goes through that, and goes around this, passes into the next guy. Okay, so these are the hydraulics that we welded up that hole so it wouldn't pump the oil into that side and then flood the tubes.
Did a lot of good. Full of oil.
What's that?
Full of oil.
Yeah, I know. That's because, remember I said I couldn't get good work done? Yeah. He welded these, a guy welded these in Dallas, and they leak. And I said, hey man, these things are leaking. He said, well, you didn't tell me you didn't want them to leak, because you know, you can see he said you didn't want me to, or tell me you didn't want it pressure tested. And that's, of course, it fills up with oil, and that adds weight to your valve train, bigger springs, more wear, etc., and stuff like that. Yeah. So the problem that I have is I can't buy
the oil. The oil's going to blow up in here and go in here anyway. I don't care if that's plugged or not. It's going to go up and tide, catch here, and drop back down.
But okay, I'll give you that. So, I can't find a solid lifter that I can buy that's one piece that has a pretty good toadstool in here, not that little bitty tiny stuff, because that angle is not good on that front.
Oh, so you want the old sifting version? Okay.
They don't have those. I can't find them.
Well, they're over on my shelf over there, but yeah.
There you go. But, and that's why I'm running these bigger push rods in here that you don't like, and I don't really like them that much either because the radius is so big on that. If they're a little loose, they walk around in here like you said. But
well, it's a big cup, so it bounces around and makes a lot of noise.
But they're light.
Well, they're aluminum.
That's right, and that's why I'm using them. I'm trying to get a light valve train. The bike's peppier with the light solid lifters. And if I can run solid lifters today, I'd really like this.
Yeah, but people run the heavy push rods because they don't flex and give you more power.
But these don't flex.
No, they flex.
They're big.
They're aluminum, they flex.
No, not that much. And I'm not trying to go 8 grand like you.
I got on my bike, I got some big-ass heavy top fuel push rod type things in there, and they're heavy as hell, and they still work.
Well, that one, what's that guy up in
I took out
Oregon
the aluminum ones
that makes push rods? He'll make just about anything you want, right?
Smith Brothers might be the one you're talking about. I don't know.
So short of going to, you know, this is the best I had to work with at the time. I couldn't find the old siftings to buy, and these are good. These were made in Japan, and that Japanese stuff is good stuff, man.
Is that the Brevio? It says Brevio on it.
I can't tell.
That's the one you want.
But
that's it. IXL. It's Brevio on the other side. That's the good one. That's
so
the best
we modified these and made these. You know, it's kind of weird on the Harley design. One of the oil is up on the top, and you'd think it'd be on the. You know, if it's sitting like this, you don't want the oil return up here because you know.
What you're doing here is the best setup you can do if you're still going to use the stock stuff, or you just put the S&S in there, run the Evo lifter, and be done with it.
You don't think that's too worn out though?
It's just the smaller diameter has so much load on it, they wear a lot. If you go to the Evo one, it's a bigger diameter roller, and the body's bigger, it has more bearing area, it doesn't wear out like these earlier ones do.
So this isn't too bad then?
But the problem is that you have to
That's what you're saying, huh?
You have to, for what you got, it's a good design. It's just these are going to make a lot of noise, that's just how they are.
I'm not getting any noise here, it's all coming up from the top.
It rattles up through the whole system.
Okay.
What are you looking for? I'm taking my good rag. Use that rag.
I got my own rag here, so you could
There's a rag
look at
right
this
over there.
good rag of his.
That was my clean rag. You want the dirty rag? It's over there. I threw it over there on the floor over there.
Rag over here.
Yeah, get your rag. That looks like my rag too.
Do whatever I want. I brought my own stuff.
So, you
Brought
got
my
your
own tools. That's enough tools in that bag to do this.
I hope so. Give me my rag back. Damn rag.
All these people with these huge toolboxes.
Stinking ass rag thief. Okay, let's pull this out so I can work on it. Now, if anything's loose in the valve train, it makes noise. It doesn't matter where it's at.
You remember those? Can't buy those anymore.
Why not?
They don't make them.
Oh, I got some. Mine are old now, I don't care.
Oh, man. That's going to get replaced. I'll tell you, there's something I almost forgot to do, and that is to scratch where this thing is timed right now. So we're going to put a mark right here so we can get it pretty close next time. That's good enough to get started.
You done yet?
No.
That's what he wanted.
What's that? Yeah!
Original sifter, not that V-twin repop crap.
Damn, that's gold.
Those are 30-year-old brand new parts.
See, that's why I drove from Dallas over here, buddy.
You came all the way here to get those stupid things?
That's it.
Why is that thing still in there?
You want that out?
Yeah, I can't use my tool with that damn crap hanging on there. Okay, this is a cam Backlash checking tool. I forget who made this thing. Merch made this. Those are the guys that used to make those 131-inch motors, shovelhead motors. They made this. Became broken too. Still works though. You know, you got Allen wrenches, all kinds of crap in here.
What else, Captain?
Get that crap out of there. All of it.
You want this off too?
No, I want all that ignition shit out of there. Get that crap out. I'm holding up production over here. Took my workbench and took all my space.
Good stuff. See, mechanical.
What?
Where is this? See?
Junk. At least you got a good one there, but it's still junk.
It is the good one. It's
I
not
know.
junk.
It's a good one, but it's
You know,
still
it got us
junk.
down the road for a long time, and it's not.
Things are always junk.
You're not going to be able to get that wire out of there.
I
Cause
just need to get it out that far so I can get to it.
Okay.
It goes in and out, that's a good sign.
This thing's getting all dusty from the ride in the back of the truck.
When you blowing all the cobwebs out now?
No, it went through Yuma, Arizona.
Yuma did that?
People driving next to the highway on a dirt road.
And that Santa Ana we're getting right now, it had nothing to do with it?
Not yet.
That's why it's like 5 or 10% humidity here today. Cold Santa Anas. It's winter time. tool.
I know that. I've never seen it. It checks a run out? That's pretty cute. I'm checking the backlash on it.
Checks backlash.
Oh, is it?
Pretty tight.
Good.
Of course, it's got oil in it, so it's hard to tell. Anyway, this bolts on the end of the camshaft. This bolts the cam cover of the indicator. So as long as you don't turn this motor over, you just pull on this lever back and forth, you get backlash. See how the crank's moving?
Yeah, that's good. It's tight.
So we got less than a thou backlash, if I'm doing it right. See that? That's that clearance there. So it's pretty tight.
Did you notice that those gaskets were greased on both sides and they didn't stick?
Oh, they stuck right there. You can see
That was the old one in there
oh,
before I pulled them off.
That was the old one.
I couldn't get it off of there. I used a butyrate thinner to try to get that off.
Butyrate thinner.
That's the
good shit, huh?
That's what you mix dope with when you're doing an airplane.
Okay, so there's how that fancy ass tool works. Now you know how often I use that tool?
A lot.
Almost never.
So you just paid for it.
I don't know, I get charged for this diagnostic device here.
Sure.
I put my finger and I go back and forth. If I feel something,
I just go like, sounds pretty good.
there you go. Yeah, it's hard to do it after it's running now.
When you got 4 of them, you can kind of tell when one of them's making more noise than the other one.
It's hard to check with oil on it because you can't. The oil masks everything. It's fairly tight. So if you want to make your own, that's how it's made.
I just put a little.
Merch has been out of business for about 20 years right now, so I don't think you can buy this.
That little guy?
Yeah, I don't think it's available anymore. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be hard to come by. Not quite as hard as those sifter and push rods and lifter kit there, though, but close.
I'm waiting to see the bill on that one.
Yeah.
What?
Well, one thing is, I think that is my last set of those. So I used to have a bunch of them. But now, I have them from Crane, though. You want some Crane versions?
No.
Okay, Crane makes
Which
those
ones
too.
do you like?
They're both the same thing. I don't care. But I have Crane version. Yeah, that's the, when I bought all that Crane stuff out, there's some of those in there too. So sifting was when they originated it, but there are other people that copied
that's
them.
the real. That's what I was looking for right there.
This doesn't fit back in my box now. See, there's a problem.
I don't mind having solid electric because it doesn't take 10 minutes for me to adjust these things.
Yeah, but you always need to adjust them. Though. That's the problem.
It gives me something to do.
You got something to do? Okay.
What is everybody doing today? Sitting on their iPhone playing wood puzzle.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, that's all everybody's doing.
I don't know. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't tell you.
You're smart.
This doesn't fit in this box. A good view of my shoulder there. Now look what you did. You got the phone ringing and everything.
Get doing some business here.
There we go. We're going like this.
Texans here.
All right. Why are you taking that back in?
You want to pull it off? Take a look.
Let's do the canvas. Yellow. Yes.
I'm not a big talker. Need some music playing in the background or something. I did this backwards. I should have left one of them on the top because we need to let the oil drain out the bottom of this. That one does not feel very good. It's kind of stuck. See what the boss has to say here. Tatro.
Yeah, if you talk to Jack and get the exact numbers that you want, then I can go ahead and order it right off the top. You know, I get what you need.
Let's go shooting.
All right? Okay, bye.
You take a shot at that.
Now what?
This one in there still just to hold it.
What's in there
It's
hole
stuck.
for? What are you doing?
Coming off of that, right?
You trying to take it off or what?
That's what you said to take that off, right?
Okay, well, why's the screw in there?
Because I was going to let it drain the oil out of it.
You can either put a puller on it or you can just beat it with a hammer.
I tapped it with a hammer. I'm going to let you go beat on it. I don't quite have the torque ratio done on it. Oh, you're going to pry, huh?
Hold on. Got a couple things you can do it. Okay, here's how you do it. Okay. The first thing you do is do not beat right here in the middle. You'll break it. You can hit on the tip, but if you hit on these areas right in here, there's no support and you put a hole in it. Okay. You want to hit right here on the hard spot of the gasket. See right here, right in the top center, but I don't usually hit in the center. Now you can pry it if there's a lip over here, like this one's got a pretty good lip. You put a little bit of pressure right here. Just put a little pressure, not much. No, just don't do it right there. I think it already broke free, but you know, you put a little bit of pressure right there, and that's it. Okay, let go. The other way is when the cam is exactly like it is right now. You stick it right in here like this, and you just rotate it with your hand like that, and then you tap it here, and that'll pop it. The other way is there's a tool that goes across here that I made that has a center screw on it. It just pulls it right off and doesn't do any damage to anything. But we don't like tools like that. That's too easy and takes too long to do. Besides, I can't beat on it if I use that fancy tool, so we just beat on it. Okay, hold on to your head there. Just put it right in front. There you go. Sometimes they pop right off and wind up on the floor. You're not making a leak or a mess there, are you?
Nope.
Okay, good. I'm glad. We are wetting down those gaskets so they won't stick anymore. That'd be good. Okay, so now you got to hold the cam in there. Where's my screwdriver again? See, I'm using my old screwdriver. They don't make these no more, I heard. These are S&S, I don't know why they were not Snap-on. Okay, pull the cover off. Just dowels top and bottom. Just wiggle top to bottom is all you
Gotcha.
do. Okay, just let it hang down.
What's that guy right there doing?
It's a washer, don't worry about it. Just let it hang down. Just let it drop.
Hang on for a minute. I'm
trying to save your gasket?
No, I'm trying to get it to where we're not in there with a razor blade scraping on it.
Oh, why have a real scraper?
I know, whatever, I saw you doing that.
Can't reuse that now, you tore it.
We're not going to reuse the gasket like you do. You'd reuse the oil.
I'd just damn right. If it was good oil, I would. The crap you're using, I don't know what you're using. So.
Now look at that really bad condition of oil. Look how dirty and stuff it is in my motors. Yeah, keep talking.
Okay, so. So you still have the old style breather in it, which is this thing here.
Yep.
Now if you want to know if it's timed, you have to rotate it around until these marks line up here.
Mm-hmm. It's coming up on one right there.
Yeah, so, do you think it was timed correctly originally?
Check it. I can pull the wheel through if you want.
If there's a mark right over here, there is, but I don't see the mark.
They all three line up?
It only lines up once every other time around, not every time around. So you're not lined up this time around.
No, because it's about to... Where did you say it was? Right here? That guy?
Well, this one's going to line up, but this one doesn't line up. This one lines up every other time around. Right now,
where is the mark, though? It's right here.
Well, there's a dot right here.
And there's one coming on it right there. We got lucky.
Where's the other dot?
Right here.
The line in there? Oh, there it is. Oh,
Yeah, they're all about to all three come in.
Yeah, there you go. Well, the oil's in. You can see the oil. Got to wipe the oil away. Okay, so now you just rotate it backwards.
That's good.
Okay, everything lines up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know it was good. Okay, you pull this out. It doesn't want to come out.
I think we're going to... Remember we were talking about putting one of those S&S reeds in there? I think that we're just going to run that.
There it goes. See, if I pull the cam out, it'd be easier, but see, I'm going to fight it. Yeah, I'm going to fight to get this one out. You don't want to come out. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. Easy part. Okay, what kind of cam is this?
No idea.
None at all?
No.
It's a crane. Was that 298? Wipe it off. 298 2B. 298 2B is the cam. It's a crane. Okay, you got a lot of valve noise?
Yep.
Crane make a lot of valve noise. They make noise. The way they ground, they just make noise.
You think these look good? What about that scratches right there? They're not too bad.
Yeah, they have very little wear on them. That's just the rollers going up and down, you're fine. But this cam's always going to make more noise than anything else.
But that's a hydraulic cam, though, like we were talking about. You said that doesn't have the ramp up on that.
I'd have to go look to see what the 298 2B is.
I got them in my laptop. Every grind,
I have the catalog, so I still have these.
Well, you can't see it?
I still have these new, so I can't tell if it's a hydraulic cam or solid by looking at it. No.
It's a hydraulic cam, I think.
So anyway, we'll have to go take a look at that.
What's your little shim there?
Oh, I see it. What are you going to watch it for? What am I looking at? What? Something's going to bite me?
Yeah, that's it.
It's going to jump out here and get me? Is that the deal? Okay, and make sure the breather valve turns freely. It seems to be turning freely. It didn't quite want to come out, but it's
good looking stuff.
It's got a little sharpness in there, like a lot of these things do. It's got oil in it. So yeah, it's all low mileage stuff.
That's called changing the oil every 500 miles.
Mm-hmm. It's called not being bad. So yeah, you want to look at these here?
Nope.
Here you go. What do you want to look at?
You don't want to look at them.
Well, you said you wanted to look at them.
No, I said keep your eye on them.
Well, I don't want to look at them. I don't care about them. They're not blue. They're not chewed up, so I don't need to look at them anymore. Bearing feels good. It's got a lot of gap in it, though. I can almost put my whole fingernail in there. How old is that bearing?
Don't know.
Yeah, put a big gap in the damn thing.
What does it feel like with the cam in it?
Well, I'm putting my finger and I can spread those rollers apart. The more the rollers spread apart, the thinner they are, that means they're rolling more. I can put my whole damn fingernail in the damn thing. I don't recall them being quite that loose normal, but it's fine. It'll work. Into the shaft here is still pretty smooth. It's good. Okay, let me look at the cover. I don't know why you flipped it over. I mean, I can't see nothing that way.
Because I'm trying to keep the oil from getting all over everything. Like you just did.
Okay, I'm looking at the bushing areas here to make sure they're nice and smooth and not chewed up, especially on the pinion shaft. See how it's just kind of burnished in, but it's not no marks in it? That's what you want to see. Now, I don't know how tight it is, but at least it looks good. Now, to see how tight it is, we actually have to put it on the shaft and wiggle it. So we have to pick this thing up, trip some oil on the floor, flip it around until you get one here you can deal with it. Your wire is fucking with me. Okay. Wires give me it has a lot of clearance in it. It's new aftermarket clearance, it's not new Tatro clearance. Feel it? See how the cover wobbles?
Yeah, I saw it.
Now with oil on everything, it masks the clearance. If it was dry, you would hear it go click, 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 and all that. Now the looser that bushing is, the less oil pressure you'll have. Because it just leaks it all
I've
the
got
way.
good oil pressure.
It just leaks it all the way, but it's...
At idle, I got about 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's not good oil pressure.
For a shovel, I mean, I've seen them go to 0 or whatever, indicating
well, I've seen them at 0 too, but they're not supposed to be 0. Now you have the older pump on it too. You don't have the newer pump, but anyway, it's
And that's the thing, the oil's thick.
it's
right
not
now.
worn out. It's just the normal looseness of a cover. It's not the high. It's not the real tight fit. So anyway, it'll work. It's not premium clearances, but it's good high RPM racing clearances. Which means you run the piss out of it. I like those numbers. All right, so there you go. So now we know what's in the motor. We don't know what the stroke is, but we know there's a stroke or motor.
You can see it on the cylinder, can't you?
Pull
Let me get this.
You have to pull the plug out the side over there.
To look at the crank?
Yep, we got to see the numbers. You got a hex over here, you got a big Allen. You got a small Allen. You got them aftermarket Allens in there.
One of your favorites.
See, if you had a Harley Allen, have a big asshole on it. It takes a 7/16 Allen. This one's a little dinky 3/8 Allen.
Yeah, notice it's not leaking. Notice it wasn't real tight. It's got a good O-ring on there that you just love those things.
I hate O-rings.
You notice I grease both sides of it too.
Things get loose and fall apart.
If you grease both sides of it, it doesn't gash it when you tighten it.
Yeah, I just tighten the shit out with nothing on and they work fine. Looks like you got a gasket on your inner primary too, so that means you guys got a gasket in here.
Yeah, and say that O-ring. That's
Yep.
why this thing does not leak a drop of oil, and it doesn't have any sealant or anything like the clear seal or any goop. It's got the big James gaskets.
You don't
over
have
here.
silicone gaskets
Don't
on
have
it?
any, I don't have any silicone on this bike.
No silicone?
Look at nothing.
So you don't use that for your girlfriend, nothing else? Okay.
Hey, now, my wife was just in here. You met her. She's gonna be watching this video. You better get on the editor and edit that part out there.
I did see your wife. I said your girlfriend.
I don't have one of those.
It's down the street. $99.99. Okay, so you have to have the crank relatively near bottom dead center to see the numbers. Let me see my light. You use my flashlight, you have to focus it tighter. You have to get to a focusing beam. Okay, so you have to look in there for the number as you rotate it around.
No, can you give me some? You want me to put it in gear?
No, I'm going to put in gear for it. Just rotate it around until you see numbers. Should be some numbers in there somewhere.
See how far these pistons are going down in there?
Yeah, well, they go down. It's a Harley. They go up and down. That's how the things work.
Can you hold that?
Well, I can't do everything here. Gee, what do you want? What do you think this is? See that number that's coming up right there? See that number right there?
No.
Is that a number or a scratch?
A scratch.
Well, there should be a number in there.
There's a number of something right there. It's real small.
No, dirty. You have to put your finger in there and clean the oil off. Yep, now you went way past it.
Here, why don't I tell you how much?
Why don't you put this into a higher gear so you don't have to push it so hard? You know, if you put this thing in high gear instead of low gear, it works a lot better.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fourth.
Slow down. Digging the pistons in there. Slow down, slow down. There's a bunch of scribbling on the damn things. Should be stamped in there. I don't see squat.
No. I'm going to do something old fashioned here.
Wipe the oil off?
Nope.
Oh. Alright, we have to turn this to do this the old fashioned way. It's called wiping stuff off so you can tell what it is. It's way in there. Give me my screwdriver over there, my Nora. You gonna measure it?
Yep.
No, I don't want to measure it. I want to see the crank. Alright. Get this tool and this tool right here. He's measuring it.
About 4.8.
.8 is not a normal stroke.
I said it's about. So what is it, 4.7, 7.5 or something?
Well, it's 4 and 13/16 is 4.8, and that's not a normal stroke. That's a Sportster stroke. It's not a Harley stroke. Not a big twin stroke. 13/16 because I have in my single cylinder over there. 3/4 is what you usually use in these bikes, and the hot rod, real hot rod motors. I feel nothing on the crank. Okay, that should have cleaned it, which it did. Ooh, it's bright.
Maybe it's a top dead center.
They put them on the bottom. That's where S&S puts them. I don't know if these wheels have been cut or shaved or something. There's a lot of scraping marks, but there's nothing written. No stamp marks, no anything.
Go up to TDC and see if just my old guy happy here.
Oh, okay, here we go. These are etched in.
You want me to move it?
P07. No, I'm trying to move myself.
Which way?
The way, just let me move it.
I'm holding them. I'm letting you do it. But I'm saying I got a good one.
Okay, there's a 3S in here. So the 3SE is the mark. So S&S has changed their flywheels to a modern etching way of doing things. So you see right in there, there's 3SE on there. Right there. Get the light where you can see it. There you go. Kind of. It's hard to get it where you can put light on a damn thing. Alright, well anyway, it's 3SE. So you have to go look up 3SE, see what that means. Yeah, you got your book? Oh, why not?
I don't have any books.
You don't have any books?
Nope.
Well, how do you know what you're doing?
I don't.
You don't?
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here?
Don't know what I'm doing.
So did you measure the bore yet?
Nope. You get those calipers?
I'm going to grab this one right here. Let's go. Alright. So we grab our caliper and measure it. 3.520. See, the tape measure was wrong. So he's 20 over. So that's 20 over 80-inch bore. Okay, now we gotta go in here and find our catalog. Our S&S book. Where's that new one at? The big dollar one you gotta pay lots of money to get. Dark in here. Okay. So somewhere in the back of the book here. Somewhere where I marked it, I thought. Of course, you got oily fingers. That makes your book stay clean when you use oily fingers on them. What did I do with the numbers? Don't know. Great. The older book. This is not working very good. This is definitely not working. There we go. Camshafts. That has nothing to do with stroker flywheels. Can never find anything when I'm looking for it, as usual. Flywheels. Let's see. Should be a page. It usually says in here, go look at certain page for cranks. Identify flywheel, 12.2. Yeah, back where I was at already. There. Oh, it was already marked, it didn't come up. Okay, 12.2. What was that number you had? 3S?
3S.
Sportster or Big Twin?
Big Twin.
You want Sportster? 3 is 4 3/4 inch stroke. SE is 55 to early 81. Being a 1980 motor, that would be correct.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a 4 3/4 stroke in that thing. That's why it's such a big long stroke. That makes it really a hot rod motor.
Yes. It pulls.
3/4 will do that. It also shakes a lot.
And she comes on at 4 grand. Like, you don't want to back off it.
It also shakes a lot too. Okay. Vibration. Okay, now we pull out our crane book.
Remember the number? You want me to get the number again?
Yeah, it's right here.
You remember the number?
Yeah. Don't you? Do you remember?
Nope.
Well, what do you don't? Your memory's bad?
Yeah.
You got a shovelhead or a panhead?
Shovel.
Oh, okay.
Shovelhead.
Same section. The fireball?
Don't know.
You don't know? You sure?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's a crane camera. Give me a rag before you take that.
That looked like my rag.
That's mine.
It's a 298 2B.
298 2B?
Yeah, that's what it was. Would you forget it? I think that's an Evo cam. I think they got an Evo cam stuffed in that thing. I thought that looked like a different number. Yeah. That's not supposed to work very well doing that. Those lifters he was looking for. Okay, Evo. $290, $296, $304. Nope. Not in there either. Why is it not coming up? Why are we not finding it in the book? 288's in here. 296. Not in that book. I know they've had that cam for a lot of years. It should be in that book. Okay. I got another crane book around here somewhere. Flipping around. The newer one. Okay. BDO. It's not here. Alright, we're going to go investigate this. We'll be back.
Alright, 450 lift.
Okay, the 298 2B cam is not in the Crane 11 book. It's a discontinued number.
Oh, it's in there.
So if we go into the Custom Chrome 03 book,
there she is right there.
298 2B.
That's it.
And here's a 298B.
This is a dash 2B.
2B is a hydraulic grind. Because you go over here,
Yep.
298 2B grind, hydraulic cam.
Yep.
Designed for performance carbs and pipes. Are you doing a performance cams and pipe?
Yep.
Good. So the 2B is a 254 by 264 duration, 450 lift on a shovel. So that's what that cam is.
So that's the hydraulic cam, and you were talking about not having the ramps up there for a solid lifter thing. It's going to be.
Where's the 298? See, they're not showing the 298B cam in here.
They don't even show any solids.
It's probably a solid lifter cam, the 298B. See, it's a bigger cam. It's 262 on both duration, both lobes, 450 lift still.
That's what
Oh,
we
there
want.
it is. See, I wrote on it solid.
Yep.
I hand wrote that in.
You got one of those?
In all my cams? I don't think so.
Well, we wanted to leave it open. We don't care if it idles or not.
So anyway, this is the.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not.
Yeah.
You know, not. I don't need a bunch of lift. Let's leave her open.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if it idles.
Anyway, yeah, but the problem is you have this cam, which is a hydraulic. You're running solids on it, which is hard on the cam.
Exactly.
And you have a 4 3/4 stroke, which is a really hot rod motor. It likes to rev really quick. It'll out rev a Sportster all day long.
Yep.
They crank, but they vibrate a lot. They don't live very long, but they're fun to ride. So, all right, so that's what we have in the bike for now. So we'll see what we're gonna do now.